That's right. Got a gender change, everybody. Welcome back to Bolivia. This time it's got a little bit of sass. Still the same old. These guys are the same fucking guys. So I'm on the second playthrough. I've played this game for like almost 200 hours, which, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot for me. I've never played a game even close to that many hours. I have a job. Okay, why don't you look it up? Why don't you look up job in the dictionary? One time I had 2 jobs. What I learned from that is that 1 job is better than 2. It's like, that's its own job. Like, having a job is a job. For example, you guys good back there? You gotta get gas, you gotta get a car, you gotta fix your car when it breaks. So now you're like the custodian of a car. Now there's a whole thing involved. Having a car is like having another child. Except your baby's oil does have to get changed more often. You're going to want to change the baby's oil every 5,000 to 7,500 miles. It depends on if your baby's on the city or on the highway. Shit, I just remembered I really do need to change my oil. Anyway, back to my escapist world where I kill people. Much better than getting my oil changed. Just take one of these fucking go-karts. They're so good for driving in the mountains, except for when you want to go forward, then you're going to have an issue. If you're in an environment that is only surfaces and no objects, such as, you know, I guess a 2D plane, then this is the car for you. And it doesn't need oil changes because oil only exists in the 3rd dimension. And I'm going to go ahead and let this guy call in back up just to make things spicy. Just kidding, he's dead. I wasn't going to let that happen. This is why I make 6 figures. Okay, actually somebody found a dead body, so I guess we'll just go home. Not really going to be that big of an issue. I am a professional after all. And I just kill that guy and then I just cry about it later. Just kill that guy and then suppress the trauma of snuffing the life out of a man's eyes. Torture my kids for it and start a whole new thread of trauma that continues through the familial line. That's what I'm gonna do. Look at all that blood. That's not gonna fuck me up. Time to steal the helicopter and save the day. Isn't Unidad like an actual government entity of some kind?
Stay down.
Isn't this helicopter taxpayer funded by the Bolivians? So so I'm just like, nah, I guess it's mine. I just do what I'm told. I don't question morals. Morality isn't absolute, it's a completely relative thing. It changes every generation, you dumbasses. You guys think it's just always been how it is. Son of a... I got so mad about moral relativism that I crashed a fucking helicopter about it. Oh shit. I was just shooting the hood. So, you know, I don't know, in 50 years, maybe what I just did, it just won't be that big of a deal. It'll be like running over a squirrel. I don't know. You know, women used to not be able to vote. So, a lot can change. I don't know, I felt like I should drive this guy's car just out of respect for him. I figured I'd give her one last ride before I destroy the evidence. Hey, is anybody gonna see this car we dropped in this body of water? Probably not, and even if they do, it doesn't matter. We're American. We're America. We're America.
Out of the car now.
Get out of the car, we're America. What the hell are you talking about? Everything's fine. Can we communicate with him, tell him everything's chill? We're not, there's no snipers up in the hills. That's sensationalist accounting of what's going on. It was just woodland animals that shot that guy in the head. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4, open the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay in straight. 9, 10, begin again. That nursery rhyme. It's a very good tune. It fucking slaps. This stream is for 7-year-olds now.
1, 2, buckle my shoe from the award-winning CD.
This isn't how songs...
By the Learning Station.
That's not how songs work. The song doesn't start with you saying the name of the song. Hey, this is Radiohead. Here's our song Creep. This isn't... That's not it at all. What the fuck was that? Why can't I just find it? This one. I don't know. Choo choo.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4,
What the fuck are you doing? Why are none of these the actual song?
Do you know your numbers?
Yes. No, this is all wrong. What version am I familiar with? Yeah, this is it. It's the right tune. Oh shit, they're going up a key signature, motherfucker. So anyway, back to getting shot in the fucking head. Tell you what, I'll blow you up and then you die. How's that sound? It's a great deal. So I forget, why am I here? And I ask this question every day. I say it when I get out of bed. I say, what the fuck's going on here? Well, I just love playing Ghost Recon, and I'm not afraid that saying the word ghost is going to make a ghost appear in my dark apartment. Not afraid of that at all. Is it normal if your fridge doesn't work at all? Because my fridge doesn't work at all. It's completely broken, but I have a backup mini fridge that I'm using, and I just don't care enough to tell anybody that I have this problem. Because that's how many problems I have currently, that one does not even rank. It doesn't even register as anything. So I'm doing something more important, which is playing Ghost Recon instead of just cleaning my fridge. Why are there so many of you? It just seems like bad resource allocation. Like, what are you so worried about? What are you worried I'm gonna shoot you? You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it upon myself to just deal with this one. Unlike cleaning my fridge. So, we do have to take this plane. Well, we don't have to. I don't like taking the plane because I can't fucking land it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. But there's all these hills and there's also surface-to-air missiles, so you definitely gotta worry about those. As someone who's in the air, it's definitely one of my top concerns. That and like crashing into the Goodyear blimp. That would be embarrassing and kind of like disrespectful because it's, you know, it is an icon. Look, I don't know what else to talk about. This is taking a while. What do you usually do on a flight? What do you read a magazine? Does anybody read magazines on airplanes anymore? Does anybody know how to read? Does anybody actually read? It's weird because there's like so many news articles in the world now. But it doesn't seem like anyone's reading them, so I don't know who they're being written for. Most of them don't even click on the link. They just look at the headline. And I mean, I do it too, without really realizing that I'm doing it. But you can't read every news article. So you're gonna just get headlines, and you're gonna have a strong reaction to the headline because it's designed that way. You forget that you don't have the context to really, like, suck and fucking land it. Damn it, goddamn son of a plane. Son of a plane. It's stuck. Yeah. It's stuck. Well, you know, there's only one thing left to do.
Plane's destroyed. We gotta fall back.
What is with this voice actor's pronunciation? We gotta fall back. Is she from like a fictional country? I'm really more of a problem maker instead of a problem solver. Yeah, problem solvers are busybodies. They need something to do. So I'm just keeping them occupied. And if it's a problem that I have to solve for myself, well, I can just solve it by not thinking about it. But not like to the point where I'm ignoring it, just to the point where it's not controlling me. I'm controlling the thoughts. The thoughts are they're my little slaves to do my bidding. I need to use my brain. Well, I need to use my brain instead of being used by my brain. So you just gotta know the difference. Most people don't. Most people just don't shoot me. So my job is pretty easy. I just have to do a sin. I have to kill. I wish I was doing any other sin. Killing is the least fun sin. It's gotta be. All the sins are a pretty good time, but killing, in addition to many other things, it's more a chore. It's like a whole job. Once you kill one guy, that's your whole life. Because either you did it by accident and it defines the rest of your life, or you just murdered your wife's Pilates instructor and you have to hide his body. That's the whole thing. Like, you would have to basically become Dexter. And he was busy being Dexter all the time. So just don't kill people. It's much easier, trust me. And they're just waiting for us to poke our heads out. Interesting situation. Why don't you figure out what to do, Holt? I don't use night vision so I can see better. I just like it when things are green. Green is my favorite color. It makes me hungry. There's no sign of the enemy except for these many explosions. They must just be naturally occurring. There must be like a little Tunguska event going on over here. Oh, the generator. Okay. The generator unlocks all the cells. I feel like you would still need a key, but okay. Well, every time the power goes out, everybody escapes, so... Every time that generator encounters even a momentary glitch, you are a free man. Pretty good setup. Well, yeah. Made my job easy, you know. Hey, you're welcome. Enjoy your life. If you're ever on Tinder, and I don't think you should be, I really don't think anybody should be, but if you ever are, if you're a heterosexual male, and you get heterosexual males coming up, even though you set yourself to straight, what's going on there? What's Tinder's game? Is this like, are they just like trying, they're like, hey, have you tried, you know, like after enough swipes, it's like, hey, check these.
I think that's all of them.
Check these out. Maybe they're interesting to you. Is that one of those helicopters you can still smoke in? Is that why it's like that? I hated when they banned smoking in helicopters. That's what made helicopters cool. Just light up a fat stogie in there and just go nuts.
Got the helo.
But it's illegal, so that's why I just blew it up. I'm just gonna make a song because it's the only thing that I know how to do. And it's the only thing I can do currently that doesn't involve sitting around and thinking about what I am currently doing to my life and what is currently happening to my life. Very little of it is good. Just to give you a taste, I just almost rear-ended someone in traffic on the way home today for no reason. I was like scratching my eye and I let my foot off the brake a little bit. I was like a hair's breadth from the person in front of me who, to be fair, was going very slow. So I was a little bit on their ass to begin with. I'm not a good person. And this has become very plain to me. I've carried out actions and I've said and done things which are not what a good person would do. And I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't do anything illegal. But I did something dumb. And if you've done something dumb and you previously thought that you weren't dumb and that like you were a good person, you like made wise choices, that's quite a wake-up call. You just have to accept the consequences of what you do, because you're a grown-up. But the problem with grown-ups is they're not really that smart. Sorry, we're fucking idiot. Like, we're in charge of everything, but everything is just kind of made in our image. The way that we've decided to structure society is a reflection of how we think and feel about ourselves and the way we relate to the world. So we think of growing up as like a reaction to the way that things are, as if it's like a one-way relationship. Whereas, I mean, that's partially true, but we're also we're putting into it. But we don't think of it that way. We just think of it like we're a separate, we're like a visitor in reality, and all this stuff is just here, and we just have to assimilate to it. We have to become acculturated to the morals of the day, which of course are very fluid. So I don't really know like what you do. What are you supposed to do? Like, if you care about getting ahead, then you have to play by the rules. But what if you don't care about getting ahead? What if you just are trying to make the most out of trying to have the most genuine human experience while you can? By which I mean, you know, genuine as in like following what you really want to do in a way that isn't destructive or harmful to anybody, including yourself. So, I don't know. I don't know what my question is. I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe if you're a fucking moron like me, if you make decisions without critically thinking about the consequences of them, then, well, you're gonna learn your lesson. And if you aren't making mistakes, then what? I mean, you don't change at all. Or if you don't acknowledge that you make mistakes as well. I mean, nobody doesn't make mistakes, but what I'm figuring out is that I just have to be, if I'm just honest with myself, I save myself a lot of time. Like, I don't have to hem and haw in denial and just drag this thing around with me forever. Because once you look at it, it just becomes like, if you actually look at it for what it is, then it's weightless now. It doesn't drag you down. But it doesn't go away either. Well, okay, so a big thing of the spiritual traditions is, okay, you need to... A measure of your success towards enlightenment or whatever would be the ability to just exist without anything happening. So you should, theoretically, be able to just sit on your couch and just stare at the wall for the rest of your life. That's what an enlightened person would be able to do. But I don't know what order of operations has to happen, because anybody who tried to do that would go insane. There are depths to your mind that you probably don't really either understand or are even aware of. And so if you're going to spend a lot of time in your mind, it better be very clean. And I guess you don't know until you just spend time there. So I don't know the balance between how do you know how much thinking is the right amount of thinking? Like, nobody comes up to you. There should be like brain police. Biden should start the brain police. So they're going to use Elon Musk's Neuralink, and they're going to force everyone to get it. And if you have the same thought 5 times in a day, the police come to your house and they shoot you dead. And then that way, there's no overthinking, you know? But then we just live in a society of healthy, like, well-adjusted, happy people. And it's okay if half of us, almost every single one of us, have to die to make it happen. Because the people who are left are probably going to be thinking a lot about how they don't want to get shot and killed. They're probably going to think about it more than 5 times in one day. So this would be a really great way to just kill 300 million people. I mean, there's no great way to you know what I mean? Well, I don't know. What else happened? I guess we're just doing vlogs again. It's 2002 again, and it's YouTube. Google Video, when that used to exist. There was Google Video and there was YouTube. So you could go on Google Video if you wanted to watch longer videos that were like, I think more than 10 minutes at one point. You couldn't upload anything longer than 10 minutes on YouTube. When I say that, I feel like I'm like a 110-year-old man talking about like panning for gold in the Old West. And now you can just upload like a 6-hour stream of like a milk carton in your fridge, and YouTube's like, yeah, that's cool. Put that on our website. I wonder how much total storage space exists on YouTube's servers. One source says YouTube reported it as 1 petabyte per day of new content. This was in 2016. They expected it to increase to 10 petabytes per day by 2021, a 10-fold increase in 5 years. I'm just happy to contribute to... I'm just happy to be part of one of the petabytes. Petabytes. I don't really like that. I think they should change... I don't like that word.